place where you needed to be to start the season individually?
I hope so. No, I am. No, I'm ready to go. Yep.
Anthony, just never having been through an injury like this one before, how relieved are you that you feel in a good enough place heading into week one to go out there?
Yeah. Obviously, first major injury, major surgery that I went through. Just feels good to be back out there with the guys. Long road, but happy to be in this place that I'm at, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Any nervousness not having played in the preseason? That the first game action is going to be week one?
Nah, I've been playing football since I was 4 years old. I get that first hit in, and I'll be good to go.
Does it feel like a blur just, thinking back to that September night last year to now just everything, the ups and downs? I mean, is it kind of a blur as you think back on it?
Yeah, it'll be a little surreal moment back on the field. Obviously where I got hurt and, last year around this time. So not thinking about that too much right now. Obviously got a huge game ahead. Big time opponent, divisional opponent, and that's what my focus is right now.
Anthony, Browns 4-1 against Burrow. How do you explain that? He's one of the best quarterbacks in this championship game 2 years in a row. You match up better against them than other teams, or what's the story?
We've executed pretty well those last couple those games against them. As you go back and we watch the film, we had really good communication, execution in those games. Obviously, the sense of awareness kind of goes up. We just need to be able to have that for all opponents and not just Cincinnati.
Hey, Anthony, what do you think has been the most important addition to this defense from last year?
I say every piece. Every piece matters. Each person has brought, their own personality to it. Starting with Jim Schwartz, all the way down to Zadarius, to Shelby, to DT, to all those guys. They've all brought something that we really need to this defense. So I can't pick out one person, but I think as a unit we've gotten better.
Anthony, just the challenge you face in this Bengals offense. You yourself spent the offseason rehabbing, plus learning a new defense. And right out of the gate, you get a guy like Burrow with Mixon and those three wide receivers. Just if you could touch on the overall challenge of facing that prolific of an offense just right out of the gate.
Yeah, it's the NFL. It hits you fast, right? So, they're not going to make excuses for us that we got a new defense that, players haven't, whatever, that I haven't played. They're not going to make any excuses for us, so we're not going to make them for ourselves. We have to execute our game plan that we have. Obviously, we're going up against a talented group headed by, Joe Burrow, and we got to be ready to play on Sunday.
A-Walk, you guys are going to have number 4 from the start this year. What does that mean to have him for that game?
Yeah, it's huge. Just his personality, his leadership has been on full display this whole offseason, all training camp. A lot of guys in the offense just comfortable with him, and he's running the show. So just to have that, that guy, the franchise quarterback, leading the show right from the beginning is huge for us.
What do you expect from him on the field this season?
I told him he looks like his old self, the guy that I had to play twice a year in Indy. Back to just controlling the whole game and, not afraid to make a play. I think that's huge for us. That's huge for our offense.
What do you think it means, or what do you think when Deshaun says, I want to be even better than I was in 2020?
That's scary. That's scary because 2020, he almost beat us twice by himself when I was in Indy. So, to see him have that confidence that he'll be even better is huge for us. I expect it. I hope it happens.
Since the day you walked in the door, you really have become one of the locker room leaders, both behind the scenes and on the field. Just what is it about your personality that allows you to connect with your teammates so well and just naturally assume that mantle?
Yeah, just try to be myself. A lot of guys, I just be myself. I do everything, that I'm asked to do from a teammate standpoint, from a player standpoint. I never took that for granted. Obviously, it helps having my dad as a coach and, teaching me since, at a really early age, how to be a professional and how to be a football player. So, just taking that every day and, never taking a day for granted at just doing the little things right.
Anthony, there was the potential in this linebacker room for a lot of turnover, but you guys are basically all back. I mean, even though it's a new defense, how much does that help in terms of communication styles and knowing one another and things like that?
Yeah, I think that's the best. You just hit it on the head. The communication styles, we know how each other, needs to be talked to on the field, off the field. We have that camaraderie together. Obviously, adding Matt Adams, I've played 3 years with him in Indy. A guy that I know pretty well, so he fits right in with our everything that we does. And then adding Mahmoud, another great linebacker. I really enjoyed the way he played this preseason. I think he has the potential to be a star in this league. Really really soon. So I know he's going to keep learning, keep grinding, and when his numbers call, he's going to be ready to go. So I think our room, like you said, has the potential to be good, but we've had potential in this locker room at every position for the last. I've been here 2 years. So we want to transform that into some wins and some playoff runs.
I was listening.
Go ahead, Scott.
That, you got it.
That rebuilt defensive line in
Yeah.
front of you, how much, if they're able to do what everyone believes that they're going to be able to do, how much easier does it make your job working behind them and, free you up to make even more plays?
Yeah, I think you said it right there. Everything that you said, those guys are going to make our jobs a lot easier. The whole back seven, we believe that. The front four, the engine of our team, they're going to drive us. We're going to go as far as they take us, and with the guys that we have, we're going to go pretty far. So we're excited about that.
I was listening and reading some stuff out of Cincinnati, how they changed their run game like midway through last season. Do you notice a big change, and what kind of challenges does that pose?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you run the football, you hand it off to the running back. They have, they may have some different schemes like every team does. Going to offseason, see what works, learn from other play callers and stuff like that. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the challenge. At the end of the day, number 9 has to take the snap, and number 28, number 30, number 25 has to get the ball, and we have to know our fits, know our gaps, and that's never going to change in the game of football.
We don't know if Denzel's going to play or not yet. How do you guys make up for it if he's not out there?
I think we have a full DB room ready to go. I think guys are confident that whoever's on the field, they're going to make a play, and we all believe in that.
You looked like you were having Deshaun Watson flashbacks in a couple minutes. When you watched him this summer, is that what you were seeing out there?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt for sure.
There's a lot of excitement around the potential of this offense and defense, right? And then you're starting off at home. You have a divisional opponent coming in. Is there a point to where that hype could be too much, or do you look at that and you view that as something that's going to pump you up for the game, or it could almost be a distraction?
I wouldn't call it a distraction. It's almost like you just hop out it's like the first day of school. Everybody, you want to see what everybody has. New shoes, new. We all got new things, right? That's what it's exciting to open up with a division opponent week 1. And obviously just the Battle of Ohio. We understand that how big that is for us. Like you said, we've been successful in the past, but this is a whole new year, whole new team, both sides. Going after one goal in 2023 season. It's all about how you start week 1, and we have a huge opportunity ahead of us. So we're looking at it as an opportunity, to put everything on full display. And obviously, it's a test for us. Are we as good as we think we are, or we know we are? And we have a huge opponent that can test us right away.
We've asked you so many questions about Jim Schwartz's new defense and how it's going to separate, what's different about it, and whatever. Just how excited are you to finally get out there and be able to just be in this system now and really get some tangible proof of what the potential really is?
Yeah, you see the plays that the guys made in the preseason, and I'm just on the sideline watching, and I'm getting really antsy. You watch the first couple drives in the Washington game, the first couple drives in the KC game, and you just want to be out there with those guys, flying around making plays. And that's the excitement around around our defense right now. Everybody has the opportunity to make a play. And we don't care who make the play as long as somebody make it. And I think that's a testament to the defense, and that's also a testament to the guys that we have, a lot of unselfish guys in our room and the whole defensive room.
Nick, what are kind of your overall feelings as we head into week 1?
I feel good. I think we had a great off-season, great OTAs, great training camp, and now it's time to put it all together.
What do you think is going to make this team maybe the best that you've been on since you've been here?
I don't know. I think just putting it all together, coming out here. And we've always had weapons since I've been here, and I think just the biggest part is us playing together, playing as one, playing as a team, and everyone, playing to their best potential.
We've heard a lot of talk that you will be more involved on third down and catching the ball a little bit more out of the backfield this year. But in the past we've heard other things too about you. You with what might happen during the season. Do you really feel like that's going to happen, or we'll just have to see kind of how it?
We'll have to see. Anything can happen in the game. We have a lot of guys who can do a lot of different things. So for me, I'm waiting for any opportunity I can to be on the field with my team and to get the job done.
Nick, some of your best games ever have been against the Bengals. I wonder if is there a reason for it? Do you just super pumped up in a division game like this, or how do you look on this Cincinnati team?
I'll take it week by week. It's not a certain team or anything in my mind. I want to go out there, I want to play my best, no matter who it is. And that's just the biggest thing for me is going out there and being at my best, no matter who we play.
Do they look any different? Obviously, you played them multiple times, but when you look at them preparing for this game, does that defense look any different to you?
For the most part, they look the same to me. They're have a bunch of guys, core guys who've been there for a minute. They all play extremely hard. They're all tough. They're all very smart. They do what they're told to do. So it's always a challenge playing them.
I know we've talked a lot about Deshaun, but what gives you the most confidence that he's going to be a different player than he was those last 6 games?
Just knowing who Deshaun is and knowing who he's always been. Back when he was in high school in Gainesville, Georgia, he's always been a great player, and that hasn't changed since going through college or playing in the NFL. So we're all confident in Deshaun and what he can do.
What should fans expect from him and from this offense this season?
Expect us to hopefully play well, go out there, execute, make small or no mistakes at all to go out there and play together.
Nick, how could it help you if there's more receivers on the field and there's lighter boxes for you to run against? How does that help you?
Obviously, if it's lighter boxes, it's a lot of guys we have to block. So in that way, that would help us a lot.
And do you think the threat of Watson's running helps the running backs also like it does in Baltimore?
Yeah, I think so. I guess it's hard to really, assume we're just going to run the ball with me or another running back. You have to respect Watson, his legs and his arm in an RPO situation.
Speaking of that, have you ever done the option kind of like you've been doing in training camp? Has that been part of the game?
It's always been something we've had in our playbook, but we've never really done it in the game situation. So we'll see how it goes.
There's been a lot of talk about what's going to look different this year offensively. Do you think when we get to week 1, Sunday, it's going to look a lot different than it has in the past?
Hopefully different in a good way. So I would say, yeah.
Nick, the division has never been this good. All 4 teams expect to be first place. Long before you got here, it's never been, every team has been this good at this time. So what do you make of the division, just in the fact that you're playing 3 of the teams in the first month?
It's going to be tough, but that's what we expect every year. No matter if they're not at their best, they will always play us hard. So it won't be anything different from us from that aspect. We go into this game knowing what kind of battle it's going to be, and all of us understand what's ahead of us.
You had a career year last year, and I know you're not someone that likes to talk about your personal goals and put them out there, but when you reflect on that, is it possible for you to top how well you did play last year?
Yeah, I don't get too caught up in that, like you said. I just take it day by day, year by year, and I'm trying to be the best player I can on this Wednesday, and that's all that's important to me.
Did you do anything differently to prepare for sort of a different role this year in any way?
I guess over the course of me getting more practice reps, I guess I'm in better shape. I would say that, but everything else has, what's worked for me in the past, I still do.
How about, I know you've always had good hands, haven't had a chance to really show them. Did you spend any more time on the jug machine or playing catch with them?
That's always been a part of my preparation, so I haven't changed anything.